Hello and welcome to CodeZone. Today we are going to solve a famous recurring problem, balance bracket. So let's see what is the problem and how we are going to solve this. Okay, a bracket is considered to be any of the following character, that is these all six. So that whenever we are going to form any bracket, we must use any of these characters. Okay, two brackets are considered to be matched pair if the an opening bracket, that is these all three, occurs to the left of the closing bracket, that is these all three. Okay, of the exact same type. There are three type of matched pair of the bracket. That means we can only build three type of matched pair. That is these two, and these two. Okay. A matching pair of bracket is not balanced if the set of the bracket is enclosed are not matched. For example, let's see this example. This is not a example of a balanced matching pair. Why it is not balanced? Let's see why it is not balanced. We can see that between these two curly braces, this part is not balanced because between these two rectangular bracket there is a circular bracket which makes it unbalanced. Okay, let's see some more example and how we are going to solve this with an example. Okay, we are going to solve this problem by using stack. As we all know that stack works on last in first out manner. That means the element which will be inserted in last will be get popped out to the first. Okay, so these are some examples I have considered to explain this problem. This is an example of matching pair. We can see that this is a balanced bracket, and how we are going to solve this. Let's see, whenever we encounter any opening bracket, we are going to simply put it in the stack, push in the stack, and whenever we encounter any closing bracket, we are going to pop the matching pair of that bracket. Okay, so let's start this, and this is from index 0. We see that this is a curly braces of opening type. Okay, let's insert this in a stack. Let's increase the size of so it can be more visible. Okay, then we move to second element, that is opening bracket. Let's again insert this. Then again we can see there is a opening bracket of circular type. Again insert this. Okay, after traversing the three elements, we are now here at fourth position, index number 3. We can see that this is a closing bracket of circular type. Whenever we encounter any closing bracket, we are going to see on the stack whether the top element of the stack is matching pair of that closing bracket or not. We can see that on top of the stack there is opening bracket of circular type. Okay, so we can say that this is the closing this is the matching pair of closing type of circular type. So we are going to simply pop it out from the stack and traverse to the next element. Okay, so let's pop it out. Okay, now on top of the stack we can see there is a opening bracket of rectangular type. So we will traverse to the next element, and we can see there is a closing bracket of traverse type of rectangular type. So we will again pop it out the opening bracket. Okay, now there is only one element left in the stack, which is the opening bracket of curly braces, and only one we have to traverse only one element from the string. You can see that this is also a opening bracket of closing bracket of curly braces. So this is the matching pair, and we are going to pop it from the stack. Okay, now after traversing all elements, we can see that a stack is now empty and all the elements have been traversed. So we can conclude that this is the example of a matching pair. Okay, let's consider an example of unbalanced type. Okay, as we have already discussed, then whenever we are going to encounter any opening bracket, we are going to simply push it in the stack. Okay, let's push all these three part, then we will discuss the rest three part. Okay, now after traversing this three part, we are here at the first position, and we can see that there is a closing bracket of rectangular type, but at the top of the stack we can see that there is a opening bracket of circular type. So this is no sub matching pair, and we are going to return from the return from the function, and we can simply output that this is not an example of balanced bracket, and this is not a balanced bracket. Okay. Okay, let's see one more example. What if we include a empty string? That is, in a string there is no any characters, so we can say that the length of the string is 0. So in case this is not example of balanced pair, that means it is an unbalanced pair. So this is the base case we have to handle in our programming. Okay, let's see how we are going to handle this. There is one more example. What if there is not any opening bracket, or number of closing bracket is greater than opening bracket? In this case, we will encounter the problem when we are going to pop from the stack and there is no any element in the stack. So we are going to face an error. In this case, we will see and check in every step that whether the stack is empty or not. If it is not empty, then only we can pop from the stack. So let's see how we are going to write logic for this. How we are going to code this. Okay, let's go to HackerRank. Okay, we are going to code the problem here. Okay, as we have already discussed this, we are going to use a stack. So let's create object of stack. And for keep tracking whether the bracket is balanced or not, we are going to use a boolean variable is balanced and initialize it with true. Okay, for iterating each character of the string, we are going to use here for each loop, and you can use any loop of your choice, but here we are going to use for each loop. Okay, for CH, as you can see that input we are given here is of string type, and we are going to use a character type. So first we have to convert this string into a char array, then only we can use it as character type. Okay, so convert it into char array by using toCharArray function. S dot to char array. If, as we have already discussed, that if whenever we encounter any opening bracket, we are going to simply push it into the stack, and whenever encounter any closing bracket, then only we are going to pop the same type of opening bracket from the stack. So if ch equals to any of opening bracket convert it from this to this and this. Okay, so in this case we are going to push it into the stack dot push ch. Okay, and whenever you encounter any closing bracket, we have to pop the matching opening bracket from the stack. So for popping any element, we must first confirm that whether the stack is empty or not empty. We can only pop from the stack when a stack is not empty. So let's check first if not stack dot is empty. In this case, if we encounter ch equals to any of opening type and top of the stack is not of the same opening type, the top of the stack is not of same matching pair of opening type, sorry, so negation of stack dot pop equals to okay, we are going where here we are ending with character, so we have to use single column. Okay, in this case, convert each balance to false and get break from the for loop. We are going to use same concept for all three opening bracket and closing bracket, so let's copy this and paste 3 times and convert all as accordingly. Sorry, this is closing type, closing type and open type. In this closing this. Okay, what if we are going to encounter any problem, any character of closing type and a stack is empty? In that case, we are going to handle this case into else part. Simply change each balance to false and get back from the for loop. Okay, for loop is ending here. We can return from the function from here. If each balance is still true, that means we can return true. Okay, let's see what we have to return. Okay, yes, we have to return either yes or no, so here we will return yes. Else we will return no. Okay, here we have to check whether after iterating all the element a stack is empty or not, so and stack dot is empty. We can replace these two lines with single line by using ternary operator, so let's see how we are going to replace it with ternary operator. Return if this is true, then yes, otherwise no. Okay, and we forgot to handle the base case, where we will encounter an empty string. If s equals to empty string, return no. Let's run this code. All 3 test cases have been passed. Now submit this code. Okay, success. All the test cases have been passed. Congratulations. Okay. So if you like this video and enjoyed this session, then please like the video subscribe the channel, and if possible do share with your friend. Thank you very much.